Om Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupinim Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada Samastajana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram. Hari Om to all of you. Vasanta Panchami Shubhashayaha. Wish you a very happy Vasanta Panchami. Today is the day which is called in our Hindu calendar as Magha Shukla Panchami. The month of Magh, the bright fortnight, and the Tithi is the fifth Tithi based on the moon. So it is called Magha Shukla Panchami, which is celebrated as Vasanta Panchami. And our program today is titled CSK, meaning Celebrating Spring and Knowledge. So let's begin with one activity, okay? Can you tell me how many seasons are there generally celebrated in the whole world? You can type in the chat. Just the name of the seasons. All over the world, generally 4 seasons are observed. Winter, spring, summer, autumn. 4 seasons they celebrate. But do you know how many seasons we celebrate in our country, in Bharat? We celebrate 6 seasons. And I want you to also know what are the 6 names in Sanskrit. So one activity we will do now, you will see on the screen and you have to do match the following, okay? The name of the season will be there and in Sanskrit on the left side, in English on the right side. You have to match, okay? If you already know the 6 seasons names, very good. Otherwise, remember. Now, if you have finished your marking, let us see what is the right answer. So, Vasant is called spring. Then comes Grishma, that is summer. Then Varsha, that is rain. Then comes Sharat, that is autumn. Then comes Hemant, that is pre-winter. And then last one is Shishir, which is winter. These are 6 seasons that we observe, and we have festivals in all these seasons. A beautiful country of ours. We have so many festivals throughout the year. We celebrate life. So of the 6 seasons, the first season is Vasanta. Vasanta means spring. Do you know, it's very interesting why this is called Vasanta. Vasanta. You know, the flowers, they bloom in the spring season. So the fragrance comes, Vas. And also in the entire nature, after winter, you know, in winter, all the leaves and many things have fallen down. And it is cold. There is some places in the country and other places in the world also, depending on where you are, there is snow. So, you know, after that winter, now when the spring season comes, what happens? The days become longer, the nights become shorter, the coolness of winter reduces, and these trees, plants, they start blooming. New leaves will come on the trees, new flowers will start blooming, butterflies will start hovering on these flowers. The birds, they anticipate now. The spring season is coming and there will be nice fruits, mangoes, so many things will come. So they also, in great joy, they start chirping more and more. And many animals, they have a completely new skin. Some of them have a new skeleton. Even human beings, in winter we feel so warm and so cozy and we want to be in our blankets and we don't want to wake up early. It is so cold. But now, as the spring starts, that cold reduces. So spring brings lot of energy, dynamism, enthusiasm, and lot of work can be done. So we celebrate this Vasanta Utsav. In our culture, it is called Vasanta Utsav. Because there's so much of freshness everywhere. There's great fragrance and there's beauty and there is such color, variety. It's amazing. And even in the word English, they call this as the spring season. Why? Because in the old English, in the 14th century, they used to call it as the springing time, because this is the time when the fresh sprouts will spring, the trees will give out new leaves and all that. So they used to call it springing time in 14th century. Then in 15th century, they started calling it shortened, spring time. And from 16th century onwards, they are calling it as just spring. So we celebrate Vasanta Ritu, we celebrate spring, and there are two very important festivals which come in the Vasanta Ritu. They are Vasanta Panchami and Holi. See, Holi also is such a great festival. No, we celebrate with colors and we play with each other, and we use some water also sometimes, and we forget all our differences, forgive each other, and we just play in colors, experience so much of oneness with each other, love, compassion, all that. Beautiful. These are qualities of spring. So, first festival is Vasanta Panchami. It is called Vasanta Panchami because in Vasant season, and this is the Magha Shukla Panchami, 5th Tithi. Now tell me, when we want to achieve anything in this world, and even if we want to enjoy, what is one of the most important things? One of the most important things that we need is knowledge. If we don't have knowledge, how will we even celebrate? How will we even enjoy? How will we achieve anything in this world? So we begin with celebration of knowledge. Just think about it. If you don't know how to play your video game, will you enjoy? If you don't know how to eat, ice cream, will you enjoy? If you don't know how to play a particular game, let us say football, how to play that game, or cricket, you cannot enjoy. So even if we want to enjoy, we must have knowledge. And this culture of ours, we worship knowledge. Beautifully, we worship knowledge. And how do we worship knowledge? We worship the knowledge because on today's date, on this tithi, we worship Mother Saraswati. She is the very embodiment of knowledge. So it is said that Brahmaji created Mother Saraswati on this day. In Brahmanda Purana, there is a beautiful story in 43rd chapter where it is said that Brahmaji wanted to start the creation. But even to start creation, you need knowledge. So he sat quietly and his mind became calm and peaceful and serene. And that calm and peaceful and serene mind is called a sattvic mind. So from that calm and peaceful, serene mind of Brahmaji, a very beautiful girl was born. And she said, "Oh Father, you have created me. I am right in front of you. You please decide what is my seat, what are my duties, what should I do. And Brahmaji said, you will be called from today onwards as Saraswati, because Sattva Guna color is white color. And she is born from the Sattvic mind of Brahmaji. So she is wearing white color. She is also very fair in color. And she's sitting on a white lotus. Her Vahan is a white swan. So she's embodiment of purity and knowledge. So he called her, you will be called from today as Saraswati. Saras means what? Essence. Vati means one who knows, one who has the knowledge of what is the essence, what is right, what is wrong, what is important, what is not important, what is temporary, what is permanent. One who has all this knowledge is called Saraswati. She is the deity of knowledge. So Brahmaji said, from today onwards, you will be worshipped as the deity of knowledge. And where will you reside? She is also the deity of speech. So he said, you will reside on the tongue of people. And especially those who are learned people, who are wise people, which means what? She is residing on our tongue means what? That we should think before we speak. We should have right understanding and knowledge before we speak. Otherwise, we'll end up speaking anything, make a fool of ourselves. People also, make fun of us, or we tell something wrong, we hurt and harm somebody, So we should be very careful how we use our speech. Nice, positive words we should use, loving words, encouraging words, not criticize people and shout at them and bully them and hit them and be violent and talk any bad words. That is not a quality of a good human being. We should be kind, loving, polite, gentle. Where we have to be firm, we should be firm, but not rude. So Saraswati resides in the tip of the tongue of everybody. So we should think before we speak. And also, he said that you will also be the deity of art, music, dance, creativity. And that is why even those who learn different art forms, they worship Mother Saraswati. And he also said, you should also exist on this earth as a river. So there's a beautiful Saraswati river. Even today, if you go to Badrinath, you can see the Saraswati river flowing. At Kurukshetra, you can see. Even you can see in some places in the water tables in Rajasthan. Beautiful way Saraswati river flows. More about this we will see at the end of the session. Nice movie we have made on Saraswati river that you will see. So Saraswati is a deity also, goddess. We worship her as our mother, the mother of knowledge, who gives us knowledge, who is residing on our tongue, and who is the deity of creativity, art, dance, music, everything. And she's also a river. How beautiful, no? And Brahmaji's mind became quiet and Saraswati Devi was born. Do you know what that means? That if we all learn to make our minds quiet, all knowledge is already there within us. It will start manifesting. It's just that our mind, if it is disturbed, then we don't know many things. But if the mind becomes quiet, concentrated, we make it quiet, then we will grasp knowledge also quickly. And there is a lot of intuitive knowledge in all of us, in our mind. The key of unlocking that treasure of knowledge is how to make the mind quiet. And that is why on this day we worship Mother Saraswati and we pray, Saraswati Namastubhyam. O Mother Saraswati, we prostrate to you. Varade Kamarupini, bless us with all fulfillment of our desires. Vidya Rambham Karishyami, I am beginning the studies today. Siddhir bhavatu me sada. May I always be successful in them. Please bless me that my mind can be quiet. I can learn all knowledge, and the key of opening the treasure of knowledge which is there in my mind, please bless me with that key. So whenever you chant this mantra, sincerely pray like this to Mother Saraswati. Okay, so now how to make our mind quiet? We are going to play one beautiful audio. You have to listen to that and first see on the screen for a few seconds, and then you close your eyes, invoke the form of Mother Saraswati in your mind and chant with the audio. The audio has only 3 words, simple. 3 words are Ambitame, Devitame, Naditame, Saraswati. 4 words. Ambitame means, O best of mothers. Devitame means, O best of goddesses. And Naditame means, O best of rivers. Saraswati, O Mother Saraswati, we pray to you. You are the best of mothers, best of goddesses, and best of the rivers. Please bless us. So now you see the video that we are playing. Listen to the audio, get the tune in your mind, and then close your eyes, invoke the form of Mother Saraswati in your mind, and chant with the audio. Okay? What you have to chant? Ambitame, Devitame, Naditame, Saraswati. That is all you have to chant. How nice, no? So let us do that now.
Ambitame, Devitame, Naditame, Saraswati. 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 Ambitame, Devitame, Naditame, Saraswati.
So I hope you enjoyed that music and remembrance of Mother Saraswati. Do you know that just like we worship Mother Saraswati in our country as deity of knowledge, and especially on Vasanta Panchami, the Devi Bhagavatam of Markandeya Puran tells us that we should worship Mother Saraswati on this day. So in the same way, in Rome also, they worship a deity called Carmenta. She is also deity of knowledge. And on the same day, they worship her there. The 5th day of the spring festival, they celebrate there and they worship Carmenta, the goddess of learning and knowledge. See how beautiful, such a beautiful connection. What we do here, Romans have also been doing there. Now, it is said that we worship Mother Saraswati today. So, one is we have the form of Mother Saraswati and then we do the puja to Mother Saraswati. That is one way to worship. And when we do the puja, we can chant shlokas of Mother Saraswati. We can chant the mantra, what we just chanted. Ambitame, Devitame, Naditame, Saraswati. It is a Vedic mantra. Or you can even do japa of this mantra called Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. This is called Saraswatya mantra, and this will help to please Mother Saraswati and seek her blessings. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. But very interesting also is, in the earlier days, what they used to do, no? On this day, if you remember, if you know, olden days, they used to have this old palm leaf manuscripts on which they used to write everything. They didn't have notebooks and pens like we have today. They used to have palm leaves, and they used to uh, dip the pen, the wooden pen with a nib in the ink, and they used to write. And these old palm leaf manuscripts, they will all be stitched together to form small, small bundles. So on this day, once in a year, they used to take out all those, clean those, because some dust might have accumulated, and they have to preserve knowledge. Can you believe how difficult it is to preserve knowledge? Even today, with all our computer technology and everything, in the hard disk, and earlier there used to be CDs and DVDs and all that, they have a very fixed lifespan. After that, data will get erased on that. So backup and multiple backups is very difficult even today. Imagine how difficult it is in those times. So they used to have this palm leaf manuscript. So they used to take out, they used to clean them so that they will be preserved for more time. And they used to apply oil also on some of them to preserve that palm leaf. And then they used to keep all this nicely in front of Mother Saraswati, and they used to worship Mother Saraswati through those manuscripts, because the knowledge is there in all of them, and that manuscript is the embodiment of Mother Saraswati. So even today, we don't touch the books with our feet, symbolically to say we worship knowledge and we respect knowledge and we don't want to insult knowledge. And so we don't touch the books with our feet. If we touch them, we do like this. That's a symbol of respect. We respect knowledge. We respect Mother Saraswati, who is in the form of these books. So the books, the pens, like today, if you have notebooks, textbooks, or even sometimes you have your iPad, computer, even phone, whatever you are using for gaining knowledge, keep it at the altar and do the worship of Mother Saraswati. That is how we do the Saraswati Puja on the Vasanta Panchami day. Actually, this talk we are doing one day before Vasanta Panchami. Today is actually Magha Shukla Chaturthi. Vasanta Panchami is tomorrow. So remember to worship the mother tomorrow. Do a small Saraswati Puja and keep your books and seek the blessings of mother, that please may I be very sincere towards knowledge, because if we have knowledge in our life, we can achieve great things, we can help the society, we can make a difference, we can enjoy life well, and we can also be happy. For everything we need knowledge. Even if we have to overcome negativities, we need knowledge. We want to succeed in our goals, we need knowledge. We want to know what is the purpose of life, we need knowledge. For everything we need knowledge. So how nice, our culture, we celebrate knowledge. Now, let us do one more activity. I will show you some items on the screen, okay? And you have to type in the chat, which are those items which Mother Saraswati has with her, either in her hands or around her. What are those things that Mother Saraswati has? Okay, so see this image. And you can type in the chat, which are those things that she has. Okay, So if you observe carefully the form of Mother Saraswati, you will find that she is depicted with 4 hands. So first and foremost, she is sitting on a white lotus, and she has 4 hands. She is wearing a white sari. Yakundendu tushara hara dhavala. Ya Shubhra Vastravrita, white color clothes. Sometimes she is also depicted as wearing yellow clothes. So on the Vasanta Panchami day, generally people wear yellow clothes because springtime, mustards have grown, lots of flowers have bloomed, and there's a lot of color. And yellow is the color of knowledge. And since we are celebrating knowledge, then Vasanta Panchami day one should wear yellow color clothes. So she is either in white clothes or in yellow clothes, and she's sitting on a white lotus. With 2 hands, she is playing an instrument, which is the veena. In one hand, she has a japamala. In one hand, she has the Vedas. There is a swan who is her vahan, her vehicle. And sometimes there is a peacock also. So these are things with Mother Saraswati. Now, this whole form of Mother Saraswati is very symbolic. She exists in this form also, and each aspect of her form, there is lots to learn. So we will quickly see what each one represents. So, first of all, she is seated on a white lotus. Now, why lotus? And everything, as I told earlier, everything around her is associated with white. So, white lotus, she is wearing white sari, she is having the swan who is white in color. She is also very bright faced, because white is the color of purity, and our knowledge must bring purity in our mind, meaning we should have good feelings, positive thoughts, the feelings to do good to everybody. Impurity means where we want to hurt somebody, we hate people and we want to injure them, we want to insult them. And then we have anger, we have greed, we have jealousy, we have pride, we have selfishness in our heart, and we get completely carried away by this. We harm ourselves, harm others. That is called impurity. Like impure water, we can't drink. Impure food, will you eat? Dirty dress, will you wear? Then why should our knowledge also be impure? Where we use the knowledge to hurt people, that is called impure knowledge. Where we use the knowledge to feel very egoistic and then we look down upon others, or we insult people. I am so knowledgeable, you don't know anything. I am the first rank holder, you are not even getting 4th rank. I can't be your friend. So if our knowledge brings ego, arrogance, then that knowledge is impure. Knowledge must help us to become pure, where we feel love for everybody, we serve everybody, we make them happy, and we help them out. Our knowledge should be like that. Our knowledge should make the world a better place. So white symbolizes that purity. And how interesting is this white color? All the other colors are born from this white color. How amazing is that? If you pass the white light from a prism, then what happens? It splits into the 7 colors of the spectrum. Vibgyor: violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. Vibgyor, 7 colors. They all come from white color. Same way, all this, so much of color and everything we see all around us has come from that Supreme Lord, who is purest of the pure. And Mother Saraswati, as I said, is deity of knowledge. And from knowledge only all creation comes forth. So white, that is why Saraswati Devi is white in color, meaning our knowledge should be pure. Then lotus she is sitting on. Lotus is such a beautiful flower. Lotus means, the lotus blooms. And do you know when the lotus blooms? It blooms as the sun rises. How nice, no? When the sun rises, the lotus will start blooming. And as the sun sets, slowly that lotus will close. Meaning, when knowledge rises in our life, then our personality blooms. We become so, our potential manifests. We become very efficient. We do so many things. We achieve great success. We become happy and we manifest our talents. Why? Because knowledge will do that. The sun of knowledge, as it rises, the lotus will bloom. So lotus blooming means we should gain knowledge. Whatever field we love, we must gain knowledge in that field. So one is the meaning that lotus, full blooming lotus means full personality grows. Learn new things. When you are young, as children, your mind is very receptive. So what you should do? Learn maximum. That's how you will bloom in life. Don't learn only the subjects in school. That also you should pay a lot of attention, learn nicely, but learn how to communicate with people, how to work together with each other, how to help people, what are new skills. Learn something nice, learn dancing, learn drawing, learn painting, learn a sport, learn a particular hobby. So many things you can do. Spend time in more and more learning. Don't spend time just seeing and sitting and watching and, whiling away time just on the phone or the mobile. You can learn from the phone and mobile also, many things. So be in a mode of learning, not passively waiting and watching. Be in active mode of learning. So lotus means that. Then she has a veena. She plays music. As I said, learn skills. Those who learn music, arts, creativity, our left brain is connected with language and speech. And our right brain is connected with attention, problem solving, memory, all that. And both we require or not. So she plays the veena with both her hands. It is like having an equipment. So it is like our body, mind, intellect is like the veena. And when Mother Saraswati plays, she tunes that veena very nicely. And with both hands she plays the top and this chords, all the things she plays. So we need both left brain, right brain, creative brain and logical brain. Both must be there together with us. So that is why she has a nice veena in her hand and she plays and beautiful music comes. If left brain, right brain come together, our life is most amazing. It should not be only one brain predominant. Both should blend nicely. Then she has Vedas in her hand. And that Vedas symbolize all types of knowledge. Vedic knowledge is not just knowledge of the subjects in the world, but also about who am I, what is my personality, how to use my mind, how to transform my emotions, how to transform from negative to positive. All that knowledge about ourselves, about the world, about God, all these three topics. And Veda has, it is not just a religious book. It has mathematics, it has geometry, it has music, it has dance, it has art, it has literature, it has Ayurveda, health. So many things are there in Veda. So it is complete knowledge. And she is a deity of knowledge, so she has the Veda in her hand. And I told you how if we make the mind quiet, all knowledge will reveal. So this Vedic knowledge will reveal to us if we learn to make our mind single pointed. Now, how to do that? We already did once the practice of Ambitame, Devitame, Naditame, Saraswati. So, she has a mala in her hand. That is for japa. If you repeat a mantra continuously and don't allow the mind to wander, Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha, Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha, Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. So, if you repeat that mantra, keep the form in your mind with great devotion in your mind, you chant the mantra, then what will happen? Even if the mind wanders, you bring it back to the mantra chanting, then you will develop concentration. It's a technique to make the mind quiet. And that is how all knowledge we can absorb. And even in difficult times, this mantra will help us. Suppose we are very scared, then we can start chanting the mantra, it will give us strength. If we are angry, then we chant the mantra and our anger becomes less. If we feel very excited and we want to balance ourselves, we can chant the mantra. If we feel very sad and depressed, again we can chant the mantra. It will make us very lively, happy. So this mantra is very powerful. So Saraswati Devi has a mala, has a Veda. She has two hands. She's playing the veena with that. And she has a swan. That swan is also white in color. And do you know, it is said that swan is a bird which has a very special capacity. If you give it milk and water mixed with each other, it will drink away the milk and leave away the water. How amazing, no? Same way, in the world, we will have all types of people. We should choose the good, leave the bad. Keep the company of good people. Leave the company of the bad. Same way, our mind also has all types of thoughts, good thoughts, bad thoughts, ugly thoughts, indifferent thoughts. All thoughts are mixed up in our mind. We should choose the good. And that capacity who has, all knowledge will come to that person, success and happiness will come to that person. If we don't choose, just imagine, does an animal also eat anything? Animal will also smell. If it is appropriate, it will eat. If it is not, it will leave. Even animals choose what to eat, what not to eat. Who is a friend, who is an enemy, animal also knows. The deer doesn't go and try to become friends with the lion. The deer knows that lion is a predator. I should be careful. So we should know who are our friends, who are good people, who encourage us, who motivate us, who make us feel happy, who feel happy when we are with them. And we should also know who are those who criticize us, condemn us, who make us feel bad. See, if some friend tells us what is not good in us and tries to help us, that is a different thing. But there are some people who will be bullies, who will only criticize, condemn, who will make us feel low, who will always talk negative only, who has nothing positive. Then such thoughts and such people we should avoid. One who knows how to choose what are good words to use and what are not good words to use. We should know to use, you should know to choose. Keep our speech pure. Keep our thoughts pure. Keep our feelings pure. Choose positive, loving feelings over feelings of hate, anger, greed, jealousy. So every minute in life we have a choice, We should always choose the positive. That is what the Vahan of Saraswati Devi tells us. So if we meditate on this form of Mother Saraswati with these ideas, we chant the mantra every day, we will inculcate all these qualities. Why? Because when we meditate on a picture and we have the mantra, what all the ideas that picture represents will go deep inside us. And we will also start developing those beautiful qualities. So celebrating Mother Saraswati is not just worshipping the idol, it is internalizing all these beautiful qualities that she has. And see how beautiful our life will become. So we see Mother Saraswati, we saw about her as a mother, as a goddess. Now about the river Saraswati. I told you I will show you a video. So you will see that soon, but just a little introduction. The same Mother Saraswati manifests also as a beautiful river in our culture. Right from Kapal Shikhar and Harkidun Valley in the Himalayas, she flows into Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, Rajasthan, Gujarat, and then goes into the Arabian Sea. So she flows westwards. And you know, all the Vedic knowledge of ours and also the Mahabharata, etc., are written on the banks of Mother Saraswati. There are more than 72 references in the Veda, Rig Veda itself, of Mother Saraswati. She is supposed to be the most powerful river of the Vedic times. Even Yamuna is her tributary. Even Ganga was not as powerful as Saraswati. But unfortunately, Saraswati dried up, and we can see only in some places today. But with the modern technology, they have found the entire route through the Landsat images and through various other technologies. They have found the whole route of Mother Saraswati. They have dated it, and such beautiful discoveries are made. So this Mother Saraswati, just like Ganga ji is a deity, Yamuna ji is a deity, Saraswati also is a deity who is flowing as a river. So more about this river you will know from Balaram. Who is Balaram? He is the brother of Sri Krishna. So when Mahabharata Yuddha was taking place, Balaram did not participate in the war. He went on a pilgrimage on the banks of Mother Saraswati. So what did he learn? What did he know at that time? We are showing with a simple, nice 5-minute documentary on Mother Saraswati. Listen to that carefully and understand about the river. And the pictures that you will see, the videos that you will see in this river, in this video, are of actual Mother Saraswati, which is flowing today also. So watch this video.
Ambitame, Devitame, Naditame, Saraswati.
The river Saraswati is Ambitame, the best of the mothers. Naditame, the best of the rivers. And Devitame, the best of the goddesses. I am Balram. I have travelled along the sacred river Saraswati. And today, I am your guide on this journey of discovery. Mother Saraswati, the river, unparalleled in her might and volume, was considered the most sacred river in the Vedic times. The hymns and praises of the Saraswati are probably some of the oldest, with some composed more than 8,000 years ago. The legend of the river Saraswati has lived on in India through fables and stories and hymns and poems through time immemorial. But startling new evidence shows us that River Saraswati is not a myth after all, but a proven fact. In the Rig Veda, she is described as Giribhya Asamudrat, from the mountains to the oceans. Using Landsat images and radar imagery from the European remote sensing satellites, we know that the surface and the subsurface course of the river visibly extends from Himachal Pradesh, Haryana, Punjab, Rajasthan, and Gujarat. The Vedas describe her as uncontrollable by nature, with waters in impetuous, raging movement, roaring with life. Saraswati was called the Saptati Sindhu Mata, the one with 7 tributaries, the Yamuna, Satluj, Beas, Chenab, Rabi, Jhelum, and the Indus. She was a powerful, torrential glacial river with an average width of 6 to 8 kilometers and even extending up to 20 kilometers in some places, as confirmed by satellite data provided by the Indian Space Research Organization. The volume of her waters was so high that even today, after 4,000 years of her drying up, her waters remain available as a huge underground water table. Tests done by BARC scientists using tritium analysis have proven that the underground water is more than 8,400 years old and is derived from the Himalayan glaciers. Over 1,000 archaeological sites dating back from 3000 BC have been found on the course of this river, pointing to a vast prehistoric civilization that prospered along the banks of the Saraswati. Why did the Saraswati dry up? Saraswati had two sources, one near the holy Mansarovar at Kapala Shikhara, and the other close to Hari Ki Dhun Valley near Svargarohini mountain ranges. Due to the continental drift or the clashing of the Indian and Eurasian plates, it was cut off from its two main glacial sources, being left only with petty streams rising from the Shivaliks. It began to disappear. Secondly, Saraswati lost her major tributaries, the Yamuna and the Satluj. The Satluj turned west and joined the Bea Sindhu system, and the Yamuna started pirating Saraswati waters and migrating east to join the Ganga. But it took 400 years for Saraswati to dry up and become mostly invisible. The attempts to revive the Saraswati have already begun in the states of Haryana, Rajasthan and Gujarat. The water table found under the dry bed of the Saraswati has the capacity to support more than 1 million tube wells in Rajasthan alone. A humble salutations to the ever-flowing Mother Saraswati.
अम्बितमे देवितमे नदितमे सरस्वती अम्बितमे देवितमे नदितमे सरस्वती अम्बितमे देवितमे नदितमे सरस्वती अम्बितमे देवितमे नदितमे सरस्वती.
I hope you enjoyed this video. I wish you all great success. Let us celebrate spring, let us celebrate knowledge, and let us achieve great success, happiness for ourselves and spread that to the whole world. Wish you a very, very happy Vasant Panchami once again. Hari Om.